So, over the last few weeks, we've been talking about several different things as far as rebooting and renewing our body and getting our bodies refreshed. We just went through our Men's Health Month to encourage the men in our life, the men and the boys, to take care of their health as well, because oftentimes they do neglect that because they're so worried about taking care of everybody else. So, as we go forward this month, I want to encourage you to continue with your daily health checklist. Make sure you're getting in your steps each day, drinking plenty of water, staying hydrated. That's important for so many reasons, especially now with the extreme heat. You want to even drink more water. Also, to make sure you're eating healthy, eating your fruits and vegetables, and eating whole foods. Try to eat your whole grains. Stay away from a lot of processed foods and fast foods. You want to make sure that you eat plenty of raw vegetables and fruit as well, so you're getting those nutrients. And lastly, I want to focus this week on sleep. If you've noticed over the last week, we've been putting up some posts about the importance of sleep, why it's important to get enough sleep, the effect that it has on your body when you don't get enough. So I want to go ahead and start there. Research tells us that adults need between 7 and 9 hours of sleep each night. And now our children, our teenagers, they need even more than that, especially if they're in school. So it's important that we establish regular bedtimes each night. Even on the weekends, you want to still keep pretty much a regular bedtime. Now, as far as my husband and I, generally, we're in bed by about 10:30 at night, and we're usually awake by about 6:30 in the morning, and that's just become like a natural thing. And that's what I want to encourage you to do. And I know some of you have told me that you have trouble falling asleep at night, trouble waking up in the morning. So I want to talk to you about some ways to reset that internal clock. But first, let's take a look at why sleep is so important. During the time that you sleep, that allows your body and your mind to recharge. During that time, you also rebuild brain cells, you rebuild your blood cells. It's very important for your body to get refreshed during that time so that you can wake up alert when you wake up. Also, healthy sleep helps the body to remain healthy by building your immune system. It also lessens the risk of some diseases, heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes. Those are all associated with not enough sleep because the brain cannot function properly. What happens when you don't get enough sleep? It can impair your ability to concentrate, to think clearly, and to process memories. So it is very important to make sure that we get that internal time clock, that body clock regulated so that you can feel tired when you're supposed to feel tired and wake up when you're supposed to. As I mentioned before, lack of sleep has been linked to a higher risk of certain diseases, including obesity, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, poor mental health, and early death. So sleep is very important, not only for today, but also for the future. And we want to be there for our children, for our families. So it's important that we take care of ourselves now. So research has shown us that adults who don't receive a sufficient amount of sleep each night will need to implement some lifestyle changes. And we're going to talk about these habits in order to get that 7 to 9 hours of sleep. The first thing you want to do, as I mentioned before, is establish a realistic bedtime. 10:30 at night. If you have to be up at 6 in the morning, you can't be going to bed at 12 o'clock and expect to wake up refreshed and take care of the tasks that you have to take care of that day. So it is important to establish that bedtime. Another thing you want to do is make sure that your bedroom is comfortable, that it's at a comfortable temperature. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, that your bedding is comfortable, you have pillows that you can sleep on that allow you to rest, that your mattress isn't too hard, isn't too soft, that it allows you to relax when you lay down. Those are things that you really want to take care of. Also, pay attention to the level of light in your bedroom. You don't want it to be too bright. You want to turn the light off when you go to bed so that your body knows that it's time to go to sleep. Another thing that you might want to do, and this is something that I would highly recommend
To those of you that have a tendency to get on your phones, maybe play games, maybe scroll Facebook in the evenings, you want to avoid that at least 2 hours before you go to bed. You want to get off of that technology, quit playing the games, quit surfing the web, and turn it off. Another thing you want to do is make sure that you don't keep the TV on in your bedroom. When you go to bed at night and you're tempted to watch TV, turn the TV off so that way you're not getting the rays, the electronic magnetic fields from the television. That will interrupt your sleep patterns as well. Another thing you want to do is take your cell phone and put it away from you. Don't have it on the nightstand next to your bed, because then you'll be tempted to grab it and to look at it. So put it someplace where you have to actually physically get up out of the bed to get to the phone. Another thing that you can do at night is you can drink a nice cup of a herbal tea. If you live here locally in Lancaster or Palmdale area, on Lancaster Boulevard, you have the Modern Tea Room that you can go in. You can get some nice herbal teas. You can talk to Gabby or any of the staff there, and they'll give you some ideas of some teas that you can get that will help you relax at night before you go to bed. Chamomile is a good tea for relaxation. Most importantly, do avoid alcohol and caffeine at night. You don't want to be drinking that at least a couple hours before going to bed. Tobacco use is another thing that you really want to refrain from before going to bed, because you want your lungs and you want your body to be able to relax, and smoking can cause it not to do so. One of the most important things that you can do, not only to help you sleep, but for your overall health, is make sure that you exercise daily. Studies have shown that people who exercise in the morning for at least 30 minutes to 45 minutes to an hour sleep better at night. They're able to fall asleep. They get a more restful sleep because they exercise. You can also, if you do decide to maybe go out after dinner, take a walk or something like that, that's a good idea as well. However, don't do it an hour before bed. Make sure it's prior to that so that your body has a chance to wind down after the exercise. So I want to leave you with one final thought. Your body, you only have one. And yes, there may be a tendency in your family for different diseases, different health issues, but you have the power to circumvent that, to lessen the chance of coming down with those diseases by taking care of your body today. And you may think, I don't have any issues now. However, as time progresses and as you get older, your body will change. So start today. Don't wait until there's something wrong. Until next time, don't forget to get up and move, drink your water, and eat your veggies. God bless and have a wonderful day.